Hi everyone, it's Labor Day weekend and this is the last weekend we are going to be on this island. We are leaving to go back to reality. And so here we are on the first yoga platform ever to be built on this island, and it's really exciting because the idea that I come out into the grove, under these trees in this little grove, and do yoga with you all is really a treat. So let's just begin. We're going to start by just sitting. If you're sitting in a chair, just sit in your chair. If you can sit on the ground onto your yoga mat, I would lift yourself up. I have a blanket that I'm sitting on to lift my hips up. Have a really long spine and tall. Just see if you can really have yourself be nice and tall. Anchor down into your sit bones. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And let's just take a deep breath in and let it out with a long sigh. Again, inhale and exhale. Now I know it being Labor Day weekend, everyone's feeling a mixture of probably knowing the summer is coming to an end, but yet sort of the excitement of a new fall, and the leaves start changing and everything becomes so beautiful. And so I'm feeling a little nostalgic right now because I'm balancing those two feelings of leaving and also returning and beginning something new. So you all are feeling the same way. This is going to reflect in the poem that I'm going to read at the end of this session, and also just a general feeling that I'm feeling at the end of the summer. So let's bring our palms together, nestling our thumbs in the center of our chest. Close your eyes and just begin to do a nice soft breath, feeling the belly expand and contract. And now thread your fingers and open up your elbows, and from the center of your chest, press your hands out towards, so your palms are facing out, and press them out. Try to lower your shoulders, pressing out, and then inhale, lifting up. Exhale to one side. Just let yourself go. As you're pressing your palms up to the sky, then you just bend over to one side, and then spiral your chest open and look up. And then come up to center. Inhale and exhale to the other side and spiral your chest and look up. And then come up to center. Release your fingertips and let your arms float down. Thread your fingers behind you and stretch your shoulders out. And you can look up. And then exhale, release your fingertips. Bring your hands together, but then cross at the elbows. And bring both hands, each hand around the opposite shoulder, and tuck your chin in and curve your spine. And then inhale, rise up, open your arms and look up. And see this, wherever you are, just really welcome what's there, whether it's an outdoor scene or an indoor scene, just welcome it. And then exhale, cross your elbows, tuck your chin in, curve your spine, then inhale up. And also as you come up, when you cross to the opposite way, and then tuck your chin in. And one more time, inhale up, and exhale, cross the opposite way. Now inhale, come up, and stretch your legs out. And I'm going to come off to the side. I'm going to stretch my legs nice and long on the yoga mat. Just bringing my pal out, flexing my feet, long spine. Inhale the arms all the way up to the sky, and then exhale, come forward. See if you can get a hold of wherever your hands land comfortably. They land on your toes, great. On your shins, fine. Your knees, wherever. Sometimes it's helpful to bend the knees. Whatever the case is for you. just make sure there's not too much tension on your lower spine. And then curve over. And as you're curving your spine, then just breathe here. Giving yourself a nice stretch. Inhale, look up, nice long spine. Exhale, curve, and just float over your legs. Inhale, long spine, and float over your legs. Now walk your hands up your legs. Swoop bend your knees and come into neutral tabletop position. So your hands are right below your shoulders, and your knees are right below your hips. Flatten your toes out. Drop your belly down and look up. Exhale, curve your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. And let's just undulate our spine a couple times this way. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhale up and exhale down. Now just come to neutral table and inhale your right arm up to the sky. Exhale. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to tuck it underneath your left arm. And you're going to bring your right cheek down onto the mat. You're in a little twist and you're going to reach up with your left arm up to the sky. Or tuck it behind you. See if you can catch your inner right thigh. A little twist. Breathe here. And then inhale, swivel that left arm up, over, and down. Press into the mat, come all the way up, and bring your right hand down into neutral table again. Now we're going to do the opposite arm. We're going to sweep the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to just thread it through that right arm. And then you're going to come down on your left cheek and reach that right arm to the sky. Breathe here. Exhale, bring that right hand down, press into the mat, and come up into neutral table. And from here, you're going to walk your hands forward on the front of the mat. You're going to curl your back toes under, and you're going to press into downward facing dog. Walk your dog out a little bit. And now come up into plank pose. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose. Now you're going to take your right leg and you're going to bend your right knee and you're going to bring that right knee close to your right wrist, working that right foot up a little bit. And you're going to slide that back leg so it's nice and straight behind you in the pigeon pose. And from here you can walk your hands up into 10 fingers. You can bow your back and look up, arching your spine. Breathe here for a couple breaths. And then slowly walk down. Now from here, you can either stretch your arms out straight in front of you and drop your head down. Or if that's a little too intense, stack your hands, one potato, two potato, and just rest your forehead on top of your hands. Here you're going to just rock from side to side. For some of us who our hip is way up high here, you can also take our blanket that we were sitting on and you can just tuck it right underneath your hip and rest it down there. And breathe. And just breathe in whatever feeling you have, letting go of the summer, welcoming the fall. now walk yourself up, bend, curl that back foot. You can swing that blanket over to this side, because eventually you're going to be doing pigeon on this side. You're going to come back up into downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale back, downward facing dog. You can walk out your dog. You can shake your head yes and shake your head no. Get some of the tension out of your neck. And then as you come into plank pose, bring your left foot in and stretch out your right leg. Now, walk up, arch your spine. And some of us can really bring that leg way up. This is my very tight hip. This is as far as it feels comfortable. And I'm going to take my blanket and I'm going to tuck it under that left hip, and then as I come down, for me, because my left hip is tight, this is really comfortable for me. And I can rock from side to side. Breathing into this stretch. And now coming up, plant your hands, curl the back toes under, and press into downward facing dog. And you can walk it out a little bit. And then come up onto your tippy toes, and then back down. Just really stretching those heels, those Achilles tendons. Come up on your tippy toes, and see if you can just stretch the back calves a little bit more. Now look up at your hands. We're going to walk up so our feet are in the middle of the mat. And then just release your hands, square off your feet so they're about 6 inches apart, about hip distance apart. Let your head go and shake your head yes and no. Bend your knees. Really let your knees get a nice little bend in them. Okay? You can catch opposite elbow, opposite hand, and sweep from side to side. Feel the nice stretch of your back body. And now release your hands and roll up one vertebra at a time, very slowly. Just shake it out. So as you're standing on your mat, just have yourself, close your eyes. Take in the feelings of standing and being in your body. Do a nice little body scan. Your arms just resting down by your sides. Palms open. You can lean into your toes, checking your balance, and back on your heels. Go make a little circle around. Now as you're just standing here, reach your arms up to the sky, reaching them nice and long. Tadasana. Just reach. Really feel how you're stretching, lengthening your body. You can take your thumbs and hook your thumbs. Really kind of see if you can stretch them a little bit more. And now see if you can really stretch one side, reaching up first and then to the side. And then inhale up. See if you can stretch, lengthen that other side, and then go on to bowing to one side, really reaching. And then coming up. And then we're going to release our arms, keeping them out to the sides, and then opening up our legs nice and wide. Okay. Now pivot. If you're mirroring me, it'll be your left foot. Pivot your foot so that the toes are facing the top of the mat. And bend that knee. And find your warrior, too. Gaze over those fingertips, over your front toes. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring your palms up. And let your pinkies really bow back. And then your thumbs, swivel your wrists around and let your thumbs beam back. Let's do it again. Pinkies up. And then thumbs back. Pinkies up. And thumbs back. And then splay out the hands. Nice bright hands. Bend into it a little bit more. Really feel that warrior. Gazing out. And then drop your hands. Let your arms just go. And then reaching back in. Now bring your palms up. And inhale that arm that's over the bent leg. Inhale that arm up to the sky. A nice little side body stretch. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Breathing through it. And seeing the leaves, they're still green. Like this oak tree. Soon they will be turning. We're going to bend that elbow that was reaching up. Now bend that elbow and bring it right above your bent leg. And lift that opposite arm up and over the ear. And reaching out. Nice long stretch. Feel that back pinky toe really planted in the ground or in your mat. Reach, reach, reach. And then inhale, let's swivel up, sliding that arm down your straight leg and lifting that opposite arm, reaching it up into Peaceful Warrior. And one more time, bending that elbow right above the bent knee and lifting that opposite arm up and over, straining it out. Now we're going to swivel ourselves down, planting ourselves, swiveling that back foot so it's facing forward. And you're in a runner's lunge. Just going to breathe here. And you can just roll your hips a little bit. You can beam the toes out. Bring your hands on the inside of that foot. Beam the foot out a little bit. And just swivel the hips around. Working your hip joints. And the opposite way. Good. Now walk that foot back in so your hands are on either side. You're going to spring off that back foot so it meets the front. And you're just going to come into a forward fold. Catching opposite elbow and opposite hand. Just hang here. You can bend your knees if you'd like. And then slowly roll up. Rolling the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Coming to the center now. Again, opening up wide. And here, we're going to pivot the opposite foot, so it's facing in the opposite way. We're going to bend into it and find our warrior on this side. Okay? Opening up your arms nice and wide. I tell you that Stella just loves the island. As you can imagine, she's free as a bird. So as we're breathing into it, gaze over those front fingertips. Looking out the ocean, and it's a sunny day, so it's just sparkling. Bring our palms, let's do our pinkies and our thumbs. Our pinkies, so you're just rotating your wrists. Right? Okay. Now palms up, let's lift that arm up to the sky. The one that's above the bent leg, lift it up. Sliding the opposite arm down your straight leg. Breathing in and breathing out. And then exhale, bend that front elbow and lift that arm up and over. A nice side angle. See if you can spiral that chest open. reaching, and then exhale back. And then again. Just go with the breath. And inhale. And exhale. Now look down. You're going to bring your hands down. You're going to swivel that back foot. You're going to walk that foot out and put it at a bit of an angle. And here we're just going to work that hip. And I have my hands at 10 fingers because this hip is the tightest hip. If I had blocks here, I'd have my hands on blocks. And the opposite way. So then work that foot in and spring off that back foot. So meets the front. Here you can come up with a long flat back. Exhale, float down. And reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. And exhale down. Breathing in and breathing out. So let's just do a few sun salutations before we come to a closure with our yoga session. Here you can just bring in either an intention, or I see it very much like a prayer. For me, it is a prayer for the fall. Bringing in all of the wonderful experiences throughout the summer, bringing those feelings and those experiences into the fall, and opening myself up to what is to be, what is going to happen in the fall. As we watch the seasons change over, transition to a new season. Let's beam our fingertips straight out and inhale up, bow back. Exhale, stream the hands all the way down to the ground. Inhale, look up to a flat back. Exhale, left foot back and right foot back. Find your plank pose. Knees and chest and chin come up to a cobra. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, step up to the front of the mat to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale down. Let's do again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale. Plank. Knees and chest and chin. Swoop up. Exhale back. Inhale up to the top of the mat to a flat back. And exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale down. Again, inhale. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plank pose. Knees and chest and chin. Swoop up to cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your feet up to the top of the mat to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale down. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Touch the floor. Inhale. Plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Swoop up. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Top of the mat. Do a flat back. Exhale. Fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale down. And breathe. A gentle breeze. Feels so good. Now release your hands. We're going to come to sitting on our mat. And from here, just come onto the back. You're lying on your back. Okay? Bring your knees up. Give your knees a nice hug. You can draw your forehead towards your knee. And then exhale, just drop your knees down. Inhale, lift your hips up, arms up. Exhale down,
Arms down, hips down, spine down. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, feet down. Inhale, hips up, spine up, arms up. And exhale down. And then forehead to knees. And then just bring your hands, one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. And you all can stay right here, lying on your back, closing your eyes. Feel your breath slowly coming in and out. Coming one with your breath. Relaxing into the floor. If some of you want to stretch out your legs, go ahead and then just relax. Let your whole body relax. Drop your arms down and palms up and find yourself in Shavasana. It's a very, very important part of yoga. Just again, completely relax in Shavasana mode. And while you stay here, I'm going to read you a poem. This is a poem by Pablo Neruda, and it's a perfect poem for the end of summer when you know you're leaving a place, but a place that perhaps you will also return to. And it's called I Will Come Back. Sometime, man or woman, traveler, afterwards, when I'm not alive, look here. Look for me here, between the stones and the ocean, in the light storming in the foam. Look here, look for me here, for here is where I shall come, saying nothing, no voice, no mouth, pure, here. I shall be again the movement of the water, of its wild heart. Here I shall be both lost and found. Here I shall be perhaps both stone and silence. So as you're lying in Shavasana, just feeling the energy in your body, hopefully your breath is soft and even. Breathe in where you are. Be in the moment. And you can just rest here, or you can slowly come to a seated position if you'd like. And you bring your palms into your chest. Wherever you want to be, and listen to my Om, or you can participate in the Om. The light within me so honors the light within.